Hey everybody, give me 1 second as I get this all in here. All right, and what's really weird about this video is that I sit here and I line this up to where on my camera right now, this line is perfectly parallel to the edge of the camera. Yet half the time when I look at the videos have this thing crooked. Don't know why, it's weird. Anyway, here's something I'm gonna try out. Been struggling with cameras. If you've been watching me, you know. I either get a camera that takes great video or I get one that has decent audio. I never seem to get one that does both. When I do, there's always some compromise. So what I'm going to try to do is record things externally with I've got a nice $100, Lavelle microphone that sits up inside the helmet. It's got a cord, and normally it goes into an adapter into my camera. I've tried it with the Hero 9 Black from GoPro. I've got one of those. I tried to put it into the Media Mod, and it works until there's a certain noise level, and then it cracks and pops, and you can't turn the audio gain down. I can on the Insta360, and it works okay, but nothing's been as good, honestly, as that DJI external mic that I had. Problem with that is it was $330, and it was bulky and multiple things to charge, and it was very clunky because you got multiple pieces. Now you got a microphone, a transmitter box, a receiver box, a cable going into the camera itself. It was just too convoluted, and then I got caught in the rain and fried it. So I've seen these people talk about these. This is the newest 2022 or 2023 version of the H1N from Zoom. Doodle on a motorcycle and some other large motovloggers pages use this. So what I'm going to start doing, and I'll start testing it this weekend, is come on, you son of a bitch! Why this thing? Jesus, how'd they get this fucking thing on here? So what it is an external recorder that's going to allow me to put this in my pocket. And it looks like we got a power adapter. All right, we got a handy little thing here. If you wanted to use it as a mic, so let's pop this bad boy open. I guess you'd put this afro-looking thing on it. In any case, so what we will have is this is going to sit in my pocket. So I think that, of course, it wouldn't come with batteries. That's the only downside to it. I got to see if I can get some rechargeable batteries. It would be great if this thing would charge batteries in. That might be the one flaw in my plan here, is I got to get some AAA batteries. Yeah, we'll see how that's going to work. So unfortunately, I don't have those here, so I can't power it up. But so what I'm going to do is put in the batteries. I'll be able to power this up. I'll be able to plug my microphone that's plugged into my helmet, run the wire right down out of my helmet into my jacket pocket where this will be, and I'll be able to plug that in. And then it looks like what I'll be able to do is be able to record audio that is separate. So I'll have a limiter here. There's an auto level. I can turn the gain down. So I can get this dialed down to where it picks up, some of the bike noise, but me talking, but I can get the audio level down to a point where it doesn't blow out the audio. This is what other vloggers are using, and they're actually using it with cheap Purple Pandas and Giant Squid Lavelle microphones, Lavalier, whatever. I'm going to use it with mine. I've got like several, and we're going to, oh, that's an SD card. Cool, so I can throw an SD card in that. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned. I'm not going to go into much of a review of this right now because I don't have batteries for it. I got to go to the store and get some and then monkey around with it, read the instructions. Yes, I will actually read the instructions and figure out how to use it, do some testing here in my room with the helmet on and see if I can get the audio piece worked out. And at that point, what I'll do is I can just use the camera. And this way, what happened was I put the camera on the bike, on the MT10 at the Road Atlanta track day. Well, the problem with that is that the cord wasn't long enough to go from my helmet into the camera. So it was just recording audio, raw audio from the ambient noise around it. And all you could hear was wind. Now, I do have a new windscreen from Pugue. I got the touring screen, which does protect it a good bit from the wind, but I did a run on it, and it was still kind of crackling and still picking up some wind noise. So I like using the microphone up inside the helmet. It's got a double, not this big, obviously, but it's got 2 wind socks on it, and it's up in the corner of the mouthpiece, kind of wedged in there, and it's out of the wind, and really, as long as I can get the audio gain turned down enough so that the noise of the motor, which is, the exhaust is so loud, it doesn't cause any distortion and crackling, it sounds good. I was able to do that very, very well with the DJI, but it's better with this one than the GoPro, but it's like I wish I could reduce it another 6 or 8 dB. The problem is you can't do it in post. If the audio gets blown out and you get distorted audio, the audio is ruined. You can't fix it later. If the audio is too soft, maybe you knock the gain down a little bit too much. I can always bring it up in post, but you can't really bring it down if the audio itself is sketch or ruined. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna see if, with any luck, I'll be able to use rechargeable batteries in here, and then when I plug this in, it will recharge them. We'll see. If that's the case, that'd be great. So I'm going to read up on that before I go and go to the store and get batteries. And then I guess I'll find an audio, actually I think I got a 128 gig SD card I can take out of the GoPro and throw that here. Or maybe I've got something else. I think that's that should be a micro SD card. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully what we'll do then is when I record, it doesn't matter what the audio on the camera is. I can go into iMovie, my editing software, and just delete the audio, separate it from the video track, and then just hit delete. And then I'll just have video with no sound. And then what I'll do is sync up the audio from this. So if this gets nice crystal clear audio, I'll have it on its own separate track. I can mount the camera wherever I want and have to worry about the length of cable requirements and something getting unplugged because I'm moving around or whatever. Put the camera independent of the microphone. This goes in my pocket, in my jacket pocket, along with my, or in a backpack, whatever, with my being plugged into my headset. And I think we'll be able to get some good video, so with good audio. So anyway, that's the update for today. So I'm going to get to reading, and then we'll come back at some point when I do some testing and let you know what my setup is, what settings seem to work, and all that good stuff.